Hey, welcome back to the Car Shocker. My name is Jimmy Prater. I'm a car clothes. That's what I am. I'm a clothes, and I like to clothes. And I want you to like to clothes. Right now, let's talk a little bit about desk etiquette. Desk etiquette. It's an issue out there. You know what you're talking about, desk guys, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what you're talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about being polite at the desk, being a professional at the desk. When a salesperson brings you a deal, you motivate them. The first thing that come out of your mouth was, thank you for bringing me this deal. I really appreciate it. Thank you. What's wrong with thanking a salesperson? What's this? I'm trying to be too busy here. I don't have time to desk your deal. I know that attitude. You know what that attitude is like. That personality is horrible. Get it out of the dealership. You don't need it. You got to be friendly. You got to be open. If you have to be a people person. If the salesperson has to be a people person, you got to be one too. You have to be one too. You have to have the energy. See, people feed off other people's energy. People buy from people. If you want to motivate your salesperson to close that deal, close more deals, you have to be a people person at the desk. It's just what you have to do. You just have to. Listen, I got to tell you a story. The best manager I've ever worked for, he was an NFL player, former NFL player, that made it to the car business. I'm going to tell you, I asked him one time, I said, Billy, why are you so smooth on the desk? He says, what do you mean, Jimmy? I said, well, why do all the salespeople want to come to you to desk a deal? He said, let me tell you a story when I was playing for Iowa State University. He said, we were playing number one ranked. Now, this was back in the late 80s, but this guy had experience of being a professional athlete and had experience of being an outstanding middle linebacker for Iowa State before going on to Green Bay Packers. And Billy says this time when he was in playing football, and they were going to play number one ranked Oklahoma, and he said it was game of the week, going to be on ABC to everything else. He said all week long, we trained. And great people that do great things in life train. They don't get complacent, because what kills businesses? Complacency. What kills sales? Complacency. And the same thing in anything you do in this world, complacency kills. And Billy said he was training because they had a tailback that was so fast and so good. They said, hey, the offensive tight end's going to come in and he's going to hook you. Don't get hooked. And then the tailback goes around this place. Don't get hooked. This is what's going to happen to you. If you do this, you will lose the game. You will be a failure in this game. He said all week long I was told and I heard that I was going to be a failure because I was going to get hooked. If I was not going to get hooked, we're going to win the game. He said, okay, so we kick off to Oklahoma State University, and Oklahoma got it on the 20. He said, here it is. Ball's on the 20-yard line. First play of the game. Everybody's watching. 8 o'clock game, ABC. Major game. Number 4 against number 1. Billy said, first play of the game, guess what I did? I got hooked. And that tailback went all the way in for a touchdown. 80-yard touchdown, he said. He said, I didn't want to come off the field. I knew I did a bad job. I didn't want to go talk to my coach. But I could hear the fans yelling at me. I was the bad guy, Billy said. And right there, I knew in my head that I was going to have the worst game of my life. Billy told me, he said the only person he could really hear clearly was his coach, and that coach was saying, where is Billy Heron? I want to talk to Billy Heron right now. Billy, where's Billy? Get Billy right here. He said the next series of downs, he said he was grabbing my face mask. And he was walking me up and down the football field, just yelling at me. And the crowd was loving him yelling at me. He said, but he was saying this, Billy, you're the best damn ball player I've ever coached in my life. That's not a big deal. We're going to give him one. That's it. We'll give him one. But you know what we're going to do next time? We're going to put him on his back. That's what you're going to do, Billy. There's no one else better than you, Billy. Billy said, meanwhile, the whole crowd thought he was yelling at me in a negative way, but he was pumping me up. He was motivating me. And ever since then, I wanted to go see my coach if I did something wrong. Now, that game meant so much to Billy. He got 4 sacks. He was MVP. Most valuable player of the game. Billy went back out and won the game for Iowa State. And that's what I'm talking about, desk managers. If you are negative on the desk, if you're always ornery and grouchy, salespeople, they don't want to come see you. They don't even want to bring you a deal. They will prolong their sale. We all know that time kills deals, but they'll prolong it, hoping that you would leave for 5 minutes so they can find another desk manager. You don't want to be that desk manager. You want to be that coach, that motivator. You want to be that guy with those 4 series of downs telling them how great they are. That's just what desk people do. You have to be that. The best desk guys in the world are the ones that salespeople want to go talk to. Now, desk guys, to stay motivated yourself, you have to find the motivation because you're the leader. You got to find that motivation. I've seen some videos on the internet, and they say, oh, as soon as that deal comes to you, you look at the figures. You look at the numbers. You make sure that everything is all in line, all straight. No, you don't do that. You're a people person. You're a motivator. You look at that salesperson and you thank them. Thank them for bringing you a deal. Thank them for doing their job. Boy, that goes a long way. My name is Jimmy Prater. If you get a second, click that little icon there at the bottom of your screen, the little shark icon, contact icon, and right next to it is a bell. When it says subscribe, you got that little bell there. You click that, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Now go have a lot of fun, close your next deal, and smile and laugh and go close something. Yeah!